All right, welcome back to episode 11, guys. We got Brent Wolff, who is a junior and guard for the Hersey basketball team, and Coach White, who is an assistant coach. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great.
Pretty good.
Just want to recap that did have 2 games since the last podcast. They played Wheeling on Friday, which it came out with a dub. And then they played Notre Dame and came out with a loss on Saturday. But they do play Elk Grove on Friday, I believe, right?
Yes. Elk Grove Friday, and then Libertyville on Saturday.
Perfect. So we'll move into recapping the 2 games that you guys had before this. So you guys pulling out a solid win against Wheeling. And you guys were winning. Were you guys trailing by like 9, I think I heard?
Yeah, I think at one point. I couldn't believe it. I looked at the scoreboard. Yeah, 9 points to start the fourth quarter.
And then coming back with a win. And then with the loss of Notre Dame, what do you guys think the difference was between the style of both of the games and how the outcomes ended?
I think with the Wheeling game, being a conference game, it was just it was just a tough, playing them for the second time, and we know each other really well, in the division. So it was just a grind, and it was cool to see for our guys. The way the season has gone, we really grinded through that and got the dub. So it was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like when we were down 9 going into the fourth, we really turned it up on defense. We had 2 or 3 charges in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of and ones.
Yeah.
And then we just went on a run to end the game.
Yeah, Wolff took one of those charges. It was a good acting job by him.
What are you guys going to do differently to pull out a win against Elk Grove?
Elk Grove's a very scrappy team, and we can't let them get going early. So we're going to have to go out there with energy at the start and just go right away. Yeah,
they're, like you said, they're a scrappy team. I think one of the biggest things we have to do to be successful is we have to defend. They have a lot of quick athletes on their team, and they can get to the basket. So if we do a good job of guarding the basketball, we'll be fine.
So, Brent, you are one of the sharpshooters on the team. How much you practice your shot during the season?
During the season, we practice after school a lot. I shoot, and then before school, we come in before gym class when we usually lift. And then in the off season, we come in every day before school and get shots up.
Do you have any favorite shooting drills?
I like 5 minutes of threes where you just shoot
Right.
5 minutes. Someone rebounds for you. And then I like gauntlet shooting. You got to make 3 out of 5 shots from spots. And
this one's for you, Coach White. So you did play basketball at Hersey. How many years ago do you remember?
Yeah, 1995, 1996. Ooh. I was a varsity player, so yeah, those were really good times for me.
Fun time for you?
Yeah.
So has the sport of basketball, like the style of play, changed when you were playing from now?
I think the difference is really I felt like as a high school player, we were a bit grittier. We defended. It was a little bit. We were a little bit more nastier, as defenders. I grew up watching the championship Bulls, and Jordan and the Pistons. So those were tough times. Those were tough times in the NBA. So I was a big fan of Michael Jordan, and I wanted to do what Jordan did. And Jordan won several defensive player awards, and so when I grew up, we played on the playground, and we went to the YMCA. We spent a lot of times there playing, and you played against grown men. So I would come home with a guy's beard rubbed against my chest. So it was grittier back then, I would say. And I think that's one thing that's different. But then today, kids are shooters. They're shooters all over the place. So you really have to. It spreads your defenses out, and, kids don't get to the basket as much, but then they're really good shooters.
Yeah, they are.
So Friday night is a youth night for the players in the HYBA, I believe. What is it like having these kids coming to watch you guys learn from you guys?
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be fun. They're going to bring a lot of energy in the first couple quarters. They're going to be screaming, standing up. And we're just going to try and put on a show for them and get a W in front of them.
I couldn't be more excited about games like that because I remember being a 7th grader and watching 7th and 8th grade watching Hersey play in conference championship games, and you know, you wanted to be them. You know, I told myself I was going to be that guy playing in a conference championship, you know, with the packed house, you know. So I think it could be a great experience for young people to see and emulate, you know, guys like Brent Wolff and you know, guys on our team. Yeah. So hopefully we can play some good basketball and inspire them.
Cool.
Do you guys do anything differently for youth night?
I think one thing that has to happen, I mean, I don't know how the players feel about it, but I'm always a big fan of when the kids line up, you know, and we do the starting lineups, and you know, you get to go through the starting lineup and, you know, shake hands with the young guys. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's just one of those traditions you see, you know, throughout high school basketball and college basketball. You know, you get the young guys down there and you get to slap hands with a varsity player or a college player. I think that can be a fun experience.
That is cool. So at this point in the season, I think there's 2 weeks left before the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. What is your focus or goal for the rest of the season? What would you say?
I would say just to keep getting better. You know, we lost against a very, very good Notre Dame team, but I liked how the guys were disappointed in the sense that we did a lot of really good things, and it didn't really show on the scoreboard. So I think games like that, I think it can inspire us to do a lot of really good things going forward.
I also feel like if we play the way we played against Notre Dame, like defensively and with the attitude and tone, we'll be in good shape. Obviously, we want to win as many games as we can to end the season and try to make a run in the state tournament.
I like it. Was the not the OC, but was the student section insane in Notre Dame? Because I saw a picture of.
Well, we were home, so
that's right.
Yeah, we were home. But I was surprised. We've seen some film of them traveling, and they didn't really.
I saw
I was honestly Notre Dame. I was a little disappointed.
It was.
Yeah, they didn't really travel. Yeah. They didn't really travel as much. But the night before they played St. Pat's. Notre Dame played St. Pat's, which is a big game. But yeah, they didn't really show out, you know, as I thought they would for our game. But it's all good.
All right, that's the end. We got unscripted. I think everyone's favorite part.
Freestyle. Let's go.
Freestyle, yeah. None of you guys know this yet. So I've been given some questions, which are new ones, and I'm just bringing over ones from previous podcasts. So we'll start off with the older ones. So if you had to pick out a walkout song, what would it be?
I'd probably have to pick "Scholarships" by Drake.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you were a Drake guy. That's cool.
I like old time Drake.
All right.
Not new time.
He's okay. He doesn't release a lot of music now.
Yeah, he's so talented. I'm a big fan of Drake.
You're a big Drake guy.
Yeah, that's what I picked.
He's skilled. He's a skilled dude. I would say I'm a big old school Kanye, Jay-Z fan. Yeah, I'm a big hip hop and R&B guy. But you know, some of the guys give me a hard time. I don't know names of songs, but like any of those old school Kanye and Jay-Z collaborations, you know, they've had some good ones with Rihanna as well. I would say I would be a big fan of that.
Old school.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's your celebrity crush?
I'm gonna have to go with Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh, big TikTok star. I like it. Any pick that's not Megan Fox.
Oh man, Megan Fox. Me, celebrity? You know, I'm an old man now, so you know, you guys probably won't know Halle Berry and you know Tyra Banks. You know, I'm big fans of those. They were supermodels. And of course, Halle Berry's an actress. You know, Oscar winner. But so yeah, I've always been big fans of those ladies. Don't tell my wife.
I won't. Who's your celebrity crush?
Honestly, I was thinking about that. Like, I just watched Baywatch, so it's probably what's her name? Daddario.
Yeah.
What's her first name? What's her first name?
Alexander.
Okay.
Yes.
Daddario. Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. I like it.
Yeah, pretty good.
What
about you, Max?
I have to go with Ebo. Me and Ebo have talked about this. Millie Bobby Brown is probably my favorite.
Yeah, Ebo's obsessed.
Ebo's obsessed with her.
Yeah, he thinks he's got a shot. But
yes, he
man,
does. Yes,
come on, man. Come on, ISO. I don't think so, dog.
Yeah, that. He was telling me that. He's like, he actually does think he's got a shot.
He really does.
All right, best hair on the team.
You know, the guys, like I'm critical of these guys in their hairstyles.
Right.
You know, I'll get on them. I'll pull the ear. You know, I'll say, hey, that's kind of long. You know, so you got to get it cut. But it's hard to say for me. Best hair, I would say. I'm a big fan of Dan Clausen and how fresh he keeps it fresh. You know.
Frosted tips or no frosted tips?
No frosted tips.
Frosted.
Come on, no, that's too bad. No, none of that. But then I know Muggs. You know, Jack Muglia's got some love for his hair. Brent Wolff occasionally, you know, he shows a little bit of skill with his hair, but best hair. I don't know. Who would you
I'd
say?
probably have to go with Coach Ocon.
Okay.
Sleeper pick.
Yeah, Coach, he keeps it slick every once in a while.
Johnny Slick.
I dig it.
If a movie was made on your life, who would you cast to play yourself?
I hear Coach Scott in my ear right now, and he'd probably say Michael B. Jordan.
Would he?
But nah, I mean, I'm not as fit as Michael B., but I don't know. I'm a little, you know, I'm getting up there in age, you know, so I would maybe even a Denzel, you know,
Ooh.
Denzel Washington, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's a lot older than I am, but I don't know. That'd be tough. It'd be tough to pick.
I have no clue who I would
No
cast.
clue.
You're not into movies like that?
No, not really.
Who do you guys think? I don't know. Who would be a Brent Wolff?
Brent Wolff.
It's got to be a younger guy, so I don't know. I'm not sure.
I can't think of one. I was
Yeah.
thinking Carell for a second, but I was like, no.
Steve
Steve Carell. You know what? Brent Wolff's got a good sense of humor like Steve Carell,
Sure,
though.
Carell.
So maybe.
He's a little bit older than him.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, age difference.
But you know Steve Carell? Dude, Steve Carell in his prime, man, is a funny dude.
Oh yeah.
He's great. I'm not an Office guy.
Not a big office.
No, but like his movies, you know, 40-Year-Old Virgin or like some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are classics, man.
All right, best shoe game.
Ooh, I'm gonna let you take that one first.
I'm probably going to have to go with Evo for that one.
Evo.
See, you know, I'm an old man. I'm old school. I mean, these days I feel like shoes are getting uglier and uglier.
Don't like this.
No, so I feel I know Ebo goes hard, you know, with his shoe game, but a lot of I don't feel like any of the other guys on the team really go that hard as he does.
Martin has a decent one sometimes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if that's what Brent thinks, I'm gonna go with it because I see some guys like Coach Melendez. You know, he's got a hard shoe game. I mean, he goes too hard.
there,
And
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
you know. But I think these shoes are so ugly these days, man.
You like the
know.
old, like the Reebok, old school Reebok?
You know, I wouldn't. I mean, I like some of the guys on our team. You know, we got like the Paul Georges and the KDs, and though I like those. But I think when we're stepping outside of, we got SpongeBob's and all these crazy ones. Yeah, but I like the Kyries and those types. You know, to keep it simple. LeBron's. Those are all right.
Simple colorways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. All right, most important Civil War battle.
Oh man, he had to throw a historical one in there, man.
I'm gonna let you know there's nothing else. It's political.
Yeah, I'm not a big historian. I'm not even gonna throw an answer out there because I'm not. I mean, I know he throws it out there every once in a while. Yeah, we're gonna team up. We're gonna dap it up, and we're gonna pass on that.
All right. If you could pick any name to name yourself, what would it be? So, sorry, that was
Pick a name.
we were wrong. But if you were when you were born, if your parents usually name yourself, if you named yourself, what would it be?
I think Michael's popular, man.
You wanna keep it?
I think I'd keep Michael. Yeah, I think it's or maybe something hardcore Greek, powerful or something like that. But I don't know. Leonidas. Something like that. But no, I think Michael's pretty standard and
Roll with it.
be Wolff.
I'd go with something maybe like Tyler, something like that. Maybe.
And keep it
Tyler.
traditional.
Yeah, nice and simple.
Yeah.
All right. How many holes are in a straw? What's your argument here?
There's got to be two, right?
That's
There's
what
two.
we're
Yeah,
thinking.
there's gotta be.
I think Muglia said there was one, and then
There's two, top and bottom of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you covered one, you wouldn't have a straw, right?
No.
Yeah, it's gotta be two.
Gotta
So
be two.
it's got to be two.
All right. if there was one aspect of basketball you could be an absolute stud at, what would you choose? Like, for example, shooting, like dribbling, defense, whatever.
Well, you know, everybody likes to score.
Yeah.
I would say just, you know, Steph Curry type shooting range, you know, like this guy. You know, I mean, I shot the ball well, you know, as a player, but I mean, some guys are dead eyes these days. But I would say maybe shooting. If you can't say shooting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
You got to switch it up.
I'd probably have to say like hard and ball handling to add to the show.
Oh,
that's
there you go.
Or
Yeah.
I mean, dunking would obviously be.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're moving into new ones here. So if your life had a mascot, what would the mascot be?
Oh man, I don't even know, man. My life had a mascot. I don't know. I mean, I'm flying. I'm soaring. You know, so I'm soaring through. I'm enjoying life. You know, I'm looking down at everybody. I guess I'd be a hawk or eagle or something like
good
that.
pick.
You know,
Hawk, that's a good one.
I don't know. That's an odd
That's
question.
an odd question.
Yeah, I'd probably go with like a bull or something.
Oh.
Bull in a china shop knocking people over.
Yeah.
Which current political issue is the most important to our generation?
Man, Brent's looking at me. Definitely not a politician, you know.
Politician guy.
Yeah, you know, Coach Raleigh and I and Coach Scott and you know Coach O'Connor as well. We get into, you know, but I have a lot of different perspectives, so I can respect, you know, everyone's opinion. You know, I'm that type, but I think the biggest thing is, you know, just respecting each other, just respecting and loving each other, and you know, like I said, respecting the other's opinions, and you know, and coming to some type of agreement. But like, you know, and picking political sides and that sort of thing, that's not my thing, man.
like that.
So nah.
Yeah,
You want to skip it, or you agreeing with him?
Spread the love, man. That's all I would say.
Spread the love. If you could go out to dinner with one person, dead or alive, who are you choosing?
Want me to answer that?
Yeah, if you got some, go
I choose
ahead.
Paul Pierce. He's
Oh, what's that?
Paul Pierce.
my favorite player.
Is he?
Yeah.
All
All time?
Yeah, it's just the greatest.
Man, I would say, honestly, like Muhammad Ali.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, he was just such a historian, such a big guy in our times. You know, the historical black movement. I would be an African American man. Like, I would just want to pick his brain and hang out with him, because he was such an inspiration to so many people. And
Yep.
you know, that's, you know, Martin Luther King, you know, Malcolm X, you know, I mean, there's just so many great ones. But
You got a lot of pick.
I would say, you know, being an athlete and he being an athlete, you know, I would keep it there. I would say, you know, Muhammad Ali.
I like it, big boxer.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh. All right, favorite non-rap musician?
Ooh. Yeah, you gotta step outside of your comfort zone every once in a while, man. You know, like some Bocelli, you know, Andrea Bocelli. How about that? Oh yeah, you guys. He's actually blind, and he's
Is he?
a really good. He's an Italian singer, but he's just, I mean, powerful. Idina Menzel, how about her? You guys know Idina Menzel from
No.
Frozen? Frozen has two singers in there, and one of them is Idina Menzel.
Like the movie?
Yeah, the movie Frozen, one of the characters is played by Idina Menzel.
Oh.
She's one of my favorites. And if you've ever been to the theater and seen Wicked, the
Yeah.
original Wicked was Idina Menzel, and I was just
Okay.
a huge fan. You know, so definitely not a rapper, but Idina Menzel, you guys can Google it.
I would probably have to go with, I don't know, maybe Post Malone isn't really a
Post.
rapper.
Oh, come on.
He's like on the line there.
Yes, he
All
is.
right.
Come on now. Definitely a rapper. You don't like any pop music? You don't do pop?
More of just a rap guy. That's
Oh,
really all I listen to.
Oh.
Hey, so just so you guys know, you know, Coach Scott's a big pop guy. You know, he
Yeah,
likes
he told me. He
Taylor,
told-
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
He's a big Tay-Tay fan. It's hilarious, yes.
His favorite artist, is that his number one?
I wouldn't say that's his number one, but I like to give him a hard time about that choice. He's a big Tay-Tay fan. Grown man liking Tay-Tay. Come on now.
All right, this is the last unscripted, and then we got one more segment, so we'll try to hurry this up. But there are 2 seconds left on the clock in the fourth. You guys just used your last timeout, and you're down by 1. Who's taking the last shot?
You can answer that one first.
Oh, I got several. I mean, I'm going to be Wolff. Guy got a hot hand every once in a while, you know. ISO Ebo, or Scott Rogalski.
Oh.
I mean, I think a number of those guys like that situation. I mean, we haven't really been in that situation this season, but I would like, you know, the ball in either one of those guys. You know, and watch out, Dan. You leave Dan Clausen open, you know, he'll knock it down as well.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go Ethan or Scott. Just whoever has the hot hand that game, try and get it to him.
For sure.
All right, we're moving on to the bench start bench cut segment. So I'm gonna show you 3, and you're gonna give me who you want. So I didn't put it up on here, but I got my phone. So we got 3 coaches. This is coach wise, not player wise.
Okay.
Not like skill. So who would you have as a coach?
Who's that on the bottom left?
That's Calipari, Kentucky. That's you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll start Coach K.
Yeah,
I'll agree with that.
Cut Roy Williams, bench Calipari.
I've never been a big Calipari Roy fan, so I'm starting Coach K for sure. But then I'm cutting Roy. Yeah, I'm cutting Roy because you know what, with Calipari, I don't want to hear him do these interviews. You know, he's such an Italiano, big emotional guy. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. You know, so I would go with Calipari.
All right, we got this one. I'm going playing wise, not coach wise.
All right, we got Ocon, Coach Males, and Coach Scott. Well, Coach Scott is obviously a keeper. You know, he's a
keeping him anyway.
Oh yeah, he's a dead eye shooter, man. And then, hey, Coach Males goes hard, man. He defends.
Does he? Well,
yes.
Hey, I heard that Ocon and Wagner were ripping on him when we did this.
Yeah, you know, everybody. Coach Males is, you know.
I think it's because you were in that, and that's why they wanted to keep you and Coach Scott, and that's probably why.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of a given, but you know, I can't keep Coach O. I can't keep J.O., man. You know, I can't keep him. You know, he'd say the same thing if he had to choose the, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, his feet aren't quick enough, man. He can't defend.
That's tough. I think I would have to go start Coach Scott, bench Ocon, cut Miles.
Oh,
that's what I would have to do.
You're flipping Ocon.
Nah, I mean, if I'm picking players, hey, you know.
You're rolling with yours.
Ocon's pretty good 1v1.
Is he?
Now he was probably better back then.
Hey, I need somebody to defend, and I would say Coach Males. You know, he'll lock it down. We don't want to go fish Ocon.
Yeah.
All right, Brent, I think you'll like this one, but we're going basketball-wise here.
Who is that on the bottom right?
That's Sammy.
Sammy, these are guys managing for us. Miza and Yiggity Yash.
I'd have to start Yash. Yash is actually pretty good.
He goes hard. Yash goes hard in practice. Shoot. You know, he really gets into these guys with certain throws and whatnot. It's good.
He's 1v1. He's pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Miza Yash. I'm starting Yash for sure. And then Miza's coming off the bench, and Sammy. Sorry, dog. Sorry, Sammy.
I'd have to probably go start Yash, bench Matt, and cut Hanksler because he did tell me that he'd be able to guard me.
Oh, come on, Diesel, you can't do it. All right, this one is if you had one last shot left out of the 3, who would you pick?
Okay. Oh man, look at that 3. We said the big 3.
You said the big 3. That's why I was surprised.
Rogo, Wolff, and Roberts.
I was gonna add Dan in there, but I was running out of time to make this. So.
Oh man, I don't know.
Well,
it's tough.
You want to start all 3?
I'd say whoever has the
hot hand. Yeah, I mean we'd have to look at the defense and find the weakest link and then go at them.
I like it.
Those are 3 good choices, though.
Yeah, pulled that one out. All right, that is the end of episode 11. Any shout-outs for you guys or any questions?
I want to shout out to the girls basketball team. They're playing at Fremd tonight in the conference championship, so I would shout out to them.
Yeah. Good luck tonight.
Anything else? All good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for tuning, guys, for episode 11. Good luck to you guys this weekend, and we'll see you next week for episode 12. Thank you, guys.